friends, and welcome back to Aloha Jen's Beauty Blog. Today I have a really exciting video for you. We are going to be talking about the Myolift Mini True Microcurrent device by 7eWellness. Guys, I love this device so much. I have been using it for 1.5 months now, and I've seen some wonderful changes in my skin. And I can't wait to see what happens in the next 6 weeks, okay? So in today's video, I'm gonna go over the machine. I'm gonna show you what comes in the box. I'm gonna show you some accessories. And then I have a really nice demo video for you guys that I think you will like, because if you pick up the Myolift Mini, you can follow along with me while you're using your device. So without further ado, shall we get started? Okay, so you're probably wondering what true microcurrent is. Now, I have some notes here for you that I wrote down, and I'm gonna probably read off this, so I'm sorry about that. But it's, you know, it's kind of a lot of information. So true microcurrent it's defined as a range of microcurrent energy that is beneficial in building the integrity of the facial muscles and the skin without creating negative adverse reaction in the body's own healing abilities. No visible muscle contraction to the skin is needed to receive the full benefits and desired results. What is the difference between microcurrents and true microcurrent? They both deliver current intensity from 175 to 800 microamps that affect the healing process in the body. The misconception of microcurrent is that more is better. That's not true. It is important to use the pinch and hold techniques in order to target a muscle group with microcurrent. Other devices just slide on the skin and they're not re-educating the muscles. Microcurrent stimulates ATP, which is adenosine triphosphate. It's a chemical in your body that's found naturally in your body, which is it's stored energy. It's stored energy in your cells. Sorry, I'm getting a little tongue-tied there. And it's released when you need it. As you age, your ability to produce ATP deteriorates, which means that your body doesn't have stored energy to repair damaged skin cells. Microcurrent increases the levels of ATP in your skin, which allows the cells to repair and stimulate collagen and elastin. Woohoo! All right, so that's all the sciencey stuff. I'm gonna get into this with you right now, guys. I really want to talk about the Myolift and show you what comes in the box and tell you, you know, why I love this machine, because my demo video is long. I don't want this video to be too long for you guys, okay? So here is the box, okay? This is what it looks like. All right, and I have everything out of here because I have been using it. So the device comes in here. It came with the probes, the power charger, which I'm gonna show you guys all this individual, and then this is a connection code for the accessories, okay? So in here, we have, first, we have a facial muscle chart, which I keep this out when I'm using my device because sometimes I forget that, oh, you know, I need to use erase level 1 or on my neck and educate level 1 on my neck because the skin is thin here, and level 2 will be too strong and I won't have as good as results, okay? It's just too much current going through that area. So I love to have this out, and it tells you all the different areas on the face and where you need to use the different levels of erase and educate. Next, we have a quick reference guide, which shows you all the different moves that you can use for educate and erase. It's two-sided. You have a really nice user manual. Now, I will tell you though, if you are reading this and you're kind of following along, it is kind of tough to follow with the instructions in here. It's better to look for a video. At least that's what helped me. My friend Katie from The Organic Esthetician, she put out a really good video on how to use the Myolift Mini, and then also I found a couple of other videos online that were actually really fun. So that is what comes with the manuals. You have a warranty card that you can register the device. Next, we have a power cord. So here is the power cord. So the Myolift Mini is portable, it's rechargeable. You only use the cord for when it needs to be charged. You do not leave it in the device all the time. Actually, the device will not turn on if you have the power cord in. So, and it plugs into right here in the back of the machine. And the most important part here is we have the probes. So these are the probes. These are what you're going to use to treat your skin and your neck. Now, when you get these, they are completely stuck together. What you have to do is you have to pull them apart to your desired width. I like it really like a lot, so because I like to go all over. And it's just easier to have a little bit more openness when you're working on clients versus like if you were to only open it to like this far. So here are the probes, and these get plugged in to the machine right back here next to where you plug the power cord. And it's like a USB port, and you just pop this in there. And then the Myolift Mini has a holder right here on the side for them. So when you have it sitting up on your treatment table or on your vanity, they just sit really nicely in there. Okay, so next what comes in the box is, this is the accessory cord. So with the Myolift Mini, there's 3 accessories. There's an eye mask, a lip mask, and gloves, which I'm going to show you. And this plugs right into the back of the machine where you would plug in the probes as well. And then you have 2 little connectors here that plug into the accessories, which I'm going to show you. And then when you get these as well, they are stuck together just like this right here, and you do have to pull them apart as well. The next thing that comes in with the box is you get a 4 ounce of the Restore Conductive Gel. Now, I really love this Conductive Gel, guys. This is actually my 2nd container of this. I need to order the big bottle. So I'm going to read you the ingredients of this. It's all natural. So this one, the Restore, it's bioactive complex. It's anti-aging conductivity treatment gel for mature and aging skin conditions. They have one for dry skin, and they have one that's clarifying for acneic skin and oily skin. So the ingredients in here are filtered water, vegetable glycerin, carboner, xanthan gum, hyaluronic acid, neroli oil, copper, we have sea kelp extract, collagen peptide complex, zinc, green tea, and sodium hydroxide, okay? And it has a really lovely neroli scent to it. It's not strong, it smells really nice, and I love this. I have no issues with this using it on my skin, no irritation, no rashes. It's just a really lovely conductive gel, and this for the 4 ounce size goes for $27, and they do have an 8 ounce size that goes for $82. Now, the most important thing in the box is the device. Okay, so this is your Myolift Mini. Okay, so you have these buttons in the front, which I'm gonna go over. You have a power button here in the back, and you have a stand so it can rest on your table just like that. So it's really nice. So let's turn this on. So here's the power button right here. We're gonna press it. And here is the screen, guys. So here is your charge. So this shows you how much battery you have. Now, I got this on June 26th. And I use it 2 to 3 times a week. I should use it 3 times a week, but just depending on my schedule, I use it 2 times. This week, I've only used the Myolift once because my schedule was pretty crazy this week. So, and I haven't had to charge it. I've also used it on a couple of my friends, so I've done a couple of treatments. So the charge on this lasts for quite a while. Like I said, I've had this for 1.5 months now. So right here, it says pause, and that's because we're not running the machine, but once you start to run it, it says run right here, and that means that the conductivity is on. Okay, so I'm gonna turn it on pause again. Here is your program. So it automatically starts up on the last program you use, which the last program I used, which is on Monday, was level 1 Educate. And then we have your intensity. So these are your microamps, and level 1 on Educate is 175. And I believe level 1 on Erase is 175. Level 2 is 350. And that's the same thing with Educate as well. You have your time here, and you have your conductivity bar, guys. So look, when I press run, you see how that conductivity bar is blinking? That means you're not getting conductivity. So when you're using the device on yourself or on your clients, you wanna make sure that that bar stays solid. When you see it blinking, it means you're not getting the current, okay? So that's one of the many things I love about this machine. You always know you're getting conductivity, which other devices that you use, you don't know if you're getting conductivity because there's no indicator to tell you whether you are or not, okay? So here is your run button. So when you're getting ready to treat your skin or your client's skin, you press run after you turn on the power button. And then here is your intensity level. So it's at 350. The Myolift Mini goes all the way up to 400. So you can go ahead and up the intensity, or you can lower the intensity. Now, I haven't had to lower or increase the intensity yet, but maybe possibly when I get further along in my treatment, I will possibly up the intensity. And just remember, with microcurrent, more doesn't always mean better, okay? So here is your time. You can decrease or increase your time here, and it's right there. I usually put mine up to 40 minutes because it usually takes me 40 minutes to do my treatment, because I really like to take my time with this. And then you have your programs. You have Erase level 1 and Erase level 2, and Erase is the program that is used to treat your fine lines and wrinkles on certain areas of the face, like the forehead and the neck and the lower eye area. You use Erase level 1. Level 2 you can use on the rest of your face, and actually you can use it like right here on your eyes. Now, when you get into this part of your eye, I know that on some of my clients I've had to lower the intensity because it was just a little bit too much, because I saw some muscle twitching. And when you see muscle twitching when you're using the microcurrent, that's actually not a good thing. That means that you're not increasing the ATP, you're actually decreasing it. You're not stimulating it. So the muscle twitching is not a good thing. So if you are seeing muscle twitching when you're using a microcurrent device or with the Myolift Mini, you want to lower the intensity. I know with this, I love it because you can increase or decrease the intensity. I know with some of the handheld devices out there, you cannot do that. Next, we have Educate level 1 and level 2. And Educate, what it does is it shortens the muscle and educates it. So this is going to be your lifting mode, okay? So that is the device. Now let's go into some of the accessories. So when you're not using this on the skin, before you turn it off, make sure you press the run pause button, and then you come right back here and you press the power button. And there you go. Okay, this is really light. I don't even think it weighs a pound. It's so light, and it would be easy to travel with. You just want to make sure that you protect it in a nice case. So these are the accessories that are available with the Myolift Mini. Now, these are pretty cool, guys. So we have an eye mask here. Now, I've used the eye mask a couple of times. I like to put it over a sheet mask, because if you put it over a sheet mask, you don't have to worry about, you can reuse it. If you put this directly on your skin over the conductive gel, you will have to get rid of it, because especially if you're using it on yourself, you can wipe it down. But if you're going to be using it on clients, you definitely you have to toss it right after. But so here is the accessory cord. Let me find it again and I'm going to show you. So these pins plug into the eye mask just like this on both sides, okay? So I like to use this over a sheet mask. You just want to make sure that your sheet mask is oil-free. If there's a little bit of oil in it, if it's towards the end of the ingredients, it's okay, but try to find one that is oil-free. And then you just apply this over. And what I like to do with my sheet masks is I cut them in half. I measure them with this. So I want the sheet mask to be all in the areas that this is going to cover. And the reason why I cut it in half is I can't use both of these at the same time. This is the lip mask. So I do half at a time. And when you put this on, I'm gonna show you guys, I'm gonna do a demo video of this, guys. I didn't include the accessories in this video. I just wanted it to be all about the machine because then my demo video would be like probably an hour and a half long. So these are really great, and this just gives you a targeted treatment around your eyes and in the eye area. If you don't have time to do the full treatment, you can at least go in and treat your eyes, or if you need a pick-me-up right before a night out, special event, you can use the eye mask and the lip mask. Now the lip mask is similar, and it just covers around this area of your lips. And how you use these, if you get them before my video, is you do 10 minutes on erase, and then 10 minutes on, or I'm sorry, it's 20 minutes. You do 20 minutes of erase? I can't remember. I think it's 20 minutes of erase, and then 20 minutes of educate. So that's what you do. And it really makes the area really nice and smooth. It looks firmer and tighter around your eyes. They look more awake and fresh and bright. And then this area looks really nice and smooth and lifted and toned. So these are very, very lovely. And it's a nice concentrated treatment for you and your clients. So, and like I said, I'll get more into these when I do that demo video. I'm going to give you all the wonderful information on how to use these and what my skin looks like after I've used them, okay? So there is another accessory that you can pick up with this, which I have not used yet. I'm gonna have to play around with these, but these are conductive gels, or conductive gloves. Now with the conductive gloves, you use I think it's a nitron glove, a vinyl or nitrile glove underneath. And I believe you just use it with water. You don't need to use conductive gel. And what you do is you just use your hands instead of the probe. So pretty cool. Like I said, I haven't played with these yet. I have to play with them. I cannot wait to play with them. It's gonna be so much fun. I just wanna see, you know, really what the difference is versus using these versus the probes. This, you know, I'm sure it feels really good with the client because it's like you're giving them a massage. You're giving them a microcurrent massage. So pretty interesting. So I will do a video on these two once I get comfortable with using them. Okay, so why do I love this device? Well, you're gonna find out after the demo video. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys roll into that demo video, and I will see you at the end. Make sure you come back for the end because I do have something special for you. Hey guys, welcome to the demo of the Myolift Mini Microcurrent device. We are going to use the erase mode, which helps lengthen the muscle and helps with the fine lines and wrinkles. And we're going to use educate, which lifts and tightens the muscles to re-educate them. And I'm going to show you what I've used on my skin before this video. I cleansed with the Fitglow Vita Active Cleanser. If you've been following me for a little bit, you know this is my favorite cleanser to use before microcurrent. It doesn't dry out my skin, gets rid of all my makeup without it feeling dry or tight. So love that cleanser. Now you can put serums on before your microcurrent treatment. You can use a peptide serum. You can use a antioxidant serum. You just want to stay away from any acids or anything that, you don't really want pushed further into the skin, like, you know, vitamin A serums, so acids, some, you know, certain sort of like serums that are meant for exfoliation purposes. You don't want to use those. I like peptides personally. What the microcurrent is going to do, it's going to push those ingredients further into the dermis. Now you want to make sure it's oil-free. I love the Lovina Dragon's Blood line under microcurrent. So this is the tonic and this is the Dragon's Blood serum. What I do is after I cleanse, I tone with the Dragon's Blood tonic, and then I add in a couple pumps of the Dragon's Blood serum, which is nice, and it has the natural peptides in it, or it has peptides in it, so it's going to firm, and then it will naturally brighten your skin as well. It's got some lovely ingredients in it. So next, what we're going to do is I like to spray my skin with the 7e Replenish Serum. This helps keep your skin nice and moist, to help the gel, to keep the gel from drying out quickly. So I'll mist my face with this all over, and I like to mist it throughout the treatment. And then we have the treatment Conductive Gel. So this is the Restore, and this is a bioactive complex. It's anti-aging conductivity treatment gel for mature and aging skin conditions. They do have several different formulas. They have a clarifying one. They have one for sensitive skin. They have one for dry skin. I have sensitive skin and I really love the Restore. It has a really lovely like neroli scent to it. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to scoop some out and put it in a mask bowl. And then I apply it with a brush, okay? I apply this in sections just because it can dry quickly, so you don't want to waste the product. So next, let's turn on our Myolift. The power button is right here. And this is the screen, and it's on the last program that I used, which was Level 1 Educate. We have the bar, or the battery power right here, the conductivity bar here. So we are going to do erase first, and I like to start off from the top and work my way down with erase, and then when I do educate, I work my way up from the neck up. So this is a really cool muscle chart that you can keep handy by it. It tells you which areas you could use level 1 and level 2 with erase and educate. So I usually keep this around because sometimes I have a tendency to forget and I just get carried away. So we're going to start off with the brows here, and these are the 11s, and I'm going to use erase level 1. So, but first, I like to set my timer. When you turn it on, it does say 20 minutes automatically, but I'll set it for 40 because usually it does take me about 40 minutes to do a treatment. And then I put it on erase level 1, and then you press, after you put it on erase level 1, you press run pause, and it begins to start up the current. Now this bar is blinking because it means you're not getting conductivity. So you want to put this in an area where you can see it, because if that bar is blinking when you have the probes on the skin, it means you're not getting conductivity, which means you're not getting the benefits of the treatment. So keep it close by. Okay, so first let's apply the Conductive Gel. So I'm just going to take my brush here, and I'm going to apply this here to actually my whole entire forehead, because we're going to use erase at level 1 all over my forehead to treat those fine lines. Okay, so so when you're doing erase, you can go over the area 5 to 8 passes for deep lines, 3 to 5 passes for softer lines. And you want the skin to stretch. So what you're going to do is, you don't want your probes to touch together here. You're going to put them right here at the beginning of your brows, and then you just stretch this out. So we'll do, I like to do about 6 passes here. Okay, that might have been more. So next we're going to treat the lines on the forehead. So you hold one probe here, and you can stretch by going like this. So I usually do about 5 passes on my forehead. This elongates this area right here. So my area in my forehead is really small right in here, but I can still go in there and do the stretch this way with the probes. In these areas where if you have a smaller forehead, you hold one probe at the bottom and then you just move this one up, just like this. So I'll do this side like that. So you go up just like this. And so remember, this lengthens the muscle, so it gives the area a smoother appearance. Okay, so with the erase program, I'm gonna show you like how I treat my entire face. With Educate, I'm gonna do one side because with Educate, it takes a little bit longer because you're using pinch and holding movements, but I'll do one side of my face and then I'll do the other side off camera, just so you guys can see what one side looks done and what one side looks not. So we are going to work our crow's feet. So now I'm going to change the current to erase a level 2 because in this area you can use a stronger current, and level 2 is goes up to 350, and you can always up this, but for my eye area 350 is fine. So what you're going to do is you're going to come right here at the corner of your eye and you're going to spread the probes apart, and you see how that skin stretches? That's what you want. And what this does is this works your crow's feet. So with this one, I like to usually go about 6 passes. And then I have some fine lines right here. So what I do is I hold this under and I move this up just like this to treat those lines right there. I can go like right here too. Okay, I'm just gonna take some conductive gel and do the other eye area. So the reason why I'm doing this motion with my eyes is because my wrinkles are horizontal. If they were vertical, then I would pull them apart like this, but since they are horizontal, I use this motion because you want to act like you're smoothing it out or pulling it apart. So just like that. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to treat your upper lip. So we'll just put some conductive gel here. And then we're going to go right into the chin. Okay, so this you're going to use a level 2. So for the rest of my face, we're going to use level 2 for the erase mode. So what you do is you take your probes just like this and you put them at the middle of your lip. You want to make sure that you're getting them at your vermilion border, and this is to treat the fine lines on your lip. Now, if you have a wider lip area, you can do two rows of passes. So I usually like to do about 5 here. Okay, and here, when you get here, you will have like a slight metallic taste in your mouth. That's just something that happens with microcurrent. Okay, so now we're going to stretch out the chin. So go right underneath your lip. Okay, now we're going to work on this area. So I do have a line that's beginning right here, but I like to stretch out my whole entire chin. So we're just going to work it all. So what I'm going to do is what I like to do, because my chin is short, you could either start out with the probes like this and you can stretch it apart just like this. So or you can hold one at the bottom and go up. You can go like this. But I like to go up right here because it is a short area for me. Okay. Okay, so you guys probably can't see this, but I have lines right here. And I love to work these out, and I'm going to show you how I do it. So remember, if you have a vertical line, you're going to go vertical and spread it apart. If you have a horizontal line, you go horizontal and spread it out. So I have these marionette lines right here I'm going to work on. So I'm going to hold one probe right here because of the position of where they are. It's hard for me to spread apart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go like this. Hold one, stationary. I'm not putting that much pressure, but I'm making sure that the skin is getting stretched. And remember, 3 to 5 passes for soft lines, 5 to 8 passes for deeper lines. Okay, now I have another line right here I'm going to tackle. This one I can spread apart. Okay, so I have a line that's starting right here. I'm going to show you how I work it. So it goes up at an angle. So what I do is I start from here and I just go up like this. I'm spreading it apart. Okay, next spot. Okay, looks good. Now I'll work on this side. So I have a couple lines over here and it's usually the same ones. So I'm just going to pass over just like this. Okay, I have another one right here. The smile lines. Okay, and then I have the same thing going on over here. And this line, you guys, is from looking down at my phone, or when I sleep sometimes I tilt my head to the side and then I get this crease. So I'm gonna work on that. So I just looked down and I wasn't getting any conductivity there, so I'm just gonna do this over again. Okay, so if you have lines on your neck, you can work those as well. You just want to stay away from your trachea area here because this is where your thyroid is. A microcurrent does have an effect on your thyroid. So you want to keep the probes and the current away from this area right here. You can go underneath your chin right here, that's fine, but anything lower than that, do not do it. So I mean, I have some lines on my neck. I'll show you how you would work those. So, but I've always had these, and with the neck, you would use erase level 1. Okay, and then what you would do is just like with your other lines is you just spread them apart. Or you can go like this, just like what I did right up here, and just work it out and go all the way around. So that's how you would do the lines. So next what we're gonna do is we're going to do this side of my face with Educate, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna spritz my face with the replenishing mist, and then I just apply a thin layer of the gel on my neck where I'm gonna work it. So I will tell you guys that this is where I have difficulty working on myself, just because my neck skin is really thin and it's hard for me to get in there. But when I'm working on clients, I have no issues with this. So what you do is you hold one probe just underneath your jaw. And usually what I like to do is take this one down without touching, and then I scoop up the skin and I hold it. But first, so with this, we are lifting and re-educating the muscles. You start at the neck and you work your way up, and you're gonna hold each move for 3 to 5 seconds, and you're gonna do it for a total of 3 times, okay? So here we go. So start right underneath here, and what I like to do is take this probe down and follow it. You could scoop this up too, and take your probe. What you do is you do like a pinching. If you can get skin in between there, or like, well, it's actually the muscle and the skin, that's great. Me, I don't have anything right there, but I'm still conducting and it's still lifting. But for me, what's comfortable is I hold the probe right here under my jaw, and then I just work this one up. I'm able to get a little bit more grip on the muscle this way. So, and you hold it for 3 to 5 seconds. Okay. This is our third pass. Okay, and then you just move to the next spot and you just repeat this. I lean more on holding it for 5 seconds versus 3 because I want all that lift I can get. So. Okay, so this next one, you just come like right underneath your jaw, hold the probe at vertical, and then you're going to take this other probe and you're going to sort of pinch that muscle just like this and hold it in between the probes for 3 to 5 seconds. Okay. So then you just work your way down. You want to make sure that you keep this away from your trachea. And always look down at your conductivity bar to make sure that you are getting that conductivity, because on the neck it is very difficult sometimes to get conductivity. But if you have the right amount of gel, you should be fairly good. I love having that conductivity bar on the machine because it really tells me if I'm getting conductivity, which is very important. With the handheld devices, you don't have that option, so it's really hard to tell if you're actually getting the conductivity. Okay, so move down to the next spot, which would be the bottom of the neck, and then you repeat. So this one's a little bit tough for me to do, but I'm actually doing a pretty good job this evening. You see how I'm pinching? That's the muscle right there. So. Okay, so since the neck area is like thinner skin, we use Educate Level 1, and on the forehead we use Educate Level 1, but on the other areas of the face we use Educate Level 2, and you can lower the intensity and you can up the intensity if needed, guys. For me, for right now, I haven't been needing to up the intensity, but I think maybe when I get into this a little bit further into my treatments, I possibly will have to up my intensity. But then again, maybe not. Okay, so first I'm going to start out with my chin here, and I'm going to give this a little lift. So what I do, I'll show you. Okay, so Educate Level 2, and what you do is you put one probe on your chin here, and then you take one from underneath and you lift it, and we're going to give the chin a little lift here, just pinching it in between the probes. Okay, so we're working on the jawline. So I'm going to come over here and do the same thing, do a little pinch. Okay, go into the next area. Same thing. What you're doing is gripping that muscle. Sometimes mine slips, but if you scoop it, you can either scoop it like this, or for me it's easier to do this. On my clients it's easier to scoop, and you just pinch and hold for 3 to 5 seconds. Now this probe right here is just resting on my skin. There's barely any pressure there. This one underneath, what you're doing is just using it to grip that muscle so you can pinch and hold it. Now remember, we do each move for 3 times. Okay, so we're going to move over to the next area. So like right back here, my jaw is pretty thin, so I don't really have a lot to grip in this area, but we still do it because it's still, you can get a little bit of a grip there if you have a thin jawline, and it will still give you a lift. So look at that lift right there. compared to this side, guys. Okay, so next what we're going to do is we are going to work on the nasal labial folds. So I'm just gonna apply a thin layer of gel here. And this goes all the way over here. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna place one probe like right here in front of your ear. And then you're gonna take this probe like right underneath your lip where your nasal labial folds start. And you're going to move it to the other probe and you're gonna pinch and hold. I like to hold these for a little bit longer. Okay, do that again. So we'll do 5 seconds. Okay. Okay, so we're just gonna move this up and we're gonna go into this area right here. So you're gonna pinch and hold. I think I held that one for too long. Okay, again. Okay, now this one you're gonna put at the very top of your cheekbone, sort of at the corner of your eye, and you're gonna dig this in, kind of turn it, and this is hold it for 3 to 5 seconds. Okay, again. So, look at that, guys. Looks so good. Okay, so next we're going to be working on the snarls. So that is this area right here. We're going to lift this up. So there's two moves with this one. So what you do is you take one probe and you put it right here at the center of your lip. Take this other probe, turn it vertical, and then you get to the muscle and you swoop that up. Okay. Okay, snarl number 2, probe right here on the side of your nose. Just like that. Okay, so I'm going to show you a bonus move here, and this is for your lips. So you can plump up your lips slightly with this. Guys, my lips are really thin, so I won't get much lift, but it will make them look a little bit more voluminous. So what we're going to do is you place one probe down here at the bottom and one at the top, and you press your lips, you pick the probes and you sandwich them together. Okay, move over to the corners, same thing. Okay. Okay, so we got a little bit of plumpiness there. Now that will come on a little bit more as the blood reaches through there. Okay, so now we're gonna sculpt out our cheek, and how we're gonna do that is I'm gonna show you. I'm just gonna add some more conductive gel to my little pot here. So I'm kind of using a lot tonight. Okay, so what you're gonna do, take one probe and put it underneath your cheekbone, and take the other one at your jaw, and you scoop and you pinch. Okay, move it over here to the center, same thing. Okay. Okay. Okay, so next we are going to work on the apples of the cheeks. So this, I'm gonna apply a little bit more gel here. So what you do is you take one probe and you rest it right here, down right on your under eye, top of your cheekbone. And then you take the other probe and you pinch the apples of your cheeks. And you work your way just around the cheekbone area. Remember, there's barely any pressure on this top probe. Okay. You see how that's sculpted out? Okay, so now let's work the eye area. So we're gonna do an eyebrow lift, and then we're gonna come down and tighten the under eye area, and then we're gonna work this half of the forehead. Okay. So on this part of the eyebrow, you can use Educate Level 2. On the lower part, it's gonna be Educate Level 1. And on the forehead, it's going to be Educate Level 1. So here we go. So you take one probe here at the beginning of your eyebrow, and then you take one probe here at the end. And what you're gonna do is you're going to lift, and once you get to your arch, you hold for 3 to 5 seconds. I like to hold it for long.
Okay, there's one. Can you guys see the difference? Okay, so next we're gonna do the lift. So you take one probe and you push this up, and then you take this one and you put it on top. So you hold for 3 to 5 seconds. Okay, and then you move to your next spot on your eyebrow. Same thing, lift and hold. Okay, at the end. Okay, and again, you repeat your total of 3 times on each spot. Okay. Okay, and this is going to be our last one. Now you guys, I know this is a long demo video, but you know, I've been talking and pausing, but I don't know about for you guys, but I like these long demo videos, especially if I'm using it as a guide. It really, really helps me, and I hope that you really like it as well. Okay, so now let's treat the under eye area. So what I like to do with this area, there's a couple of different ways you can do it. You're always going to take your probe and hold it here at the corner of your eye. So I like to come about this area just like this. Okay, that's how I like to do it. Oh, and make sure that you turn your current to educate level 1. Okay, so and then you can also do it like this too. So here's how I like to do it. And then here's the other way. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to show you how you could get more of a lift from your eyebrow. So what you're going to do is take your conductive gel and put it on your forehead. Make sure your current is on educate level 1. And you take one probe and you put it here at the top of your hairline, and then you take the other probe and you glide it up. And then once you get to, don't want your probes to be touching, but you hold for 3 to 5 seconds. And then you repeat for a total of 3 passes. So I find that being a mature woman, that this really helps me maintain the lift in my eyebrow, and also helps with my eye hoodiness when I do this move. You can skip this move and just, you know, leave it at erase, but if you want more lift in your eyebrows because you do have some eye hoodiness, I find that this move does an excellent job at really lifting that area up. And this is going to be our last treatment move. And then I'm going to go off camera and do the other half of my face so you guys can see the full complete treatment after. move over to this area. Now let me fix my eyebrows so you guys could see the difference. Can you see how higher up this one is? Okay, so here's the treated side, here's the non-treated side. As you can tell, this area is a lot firmer and tighter versus this side. As you can see, like I have some sagging over here. And my nasal labial fold looks much less visible on this side. My cheeks have more definition. My overall eye area looks more open, brighter, and lifted. Can you guys see that? And jawline looks defined. Okay, so I do like to do this center part too. Perfect. All right, so I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay guys, so I went ahead and treated this side of my face, and as you can see, everything looks more even now, but you guys look at how nice and bright my skin looks, and it feels so soft and it feels firmer. My favorite thing about this microcurrent device is that it really helps with fine lines and wrinkles. Where I've seen the biggest improvement overall in my skin is not only my jawline, but my lines that were bothering me, that were getting really deep over here, have really softened up, and I've only been using this for 1.5 months, guys. So imagine what my skin's gonna look like in another 1.5 months. So that would be a total of 3 months. And I do use this 2 to 3 times a week. Sometimes I'm only able to do it 2 times a week, just depending on my schedule. But what I do is I usually like to do it Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. And if I'm not doing anything on a Friday night, I'll do it Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Those usually tend to work out for me. As long as you skip a day in between, you can either do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you could do Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, however it works in your schedule. But I'm just absolutely in love with this microcurrent machine or device. And as you can tell, the treatments do take a little bit longer, but I don't mind because of the results that I get from this machine. I'm willing to put in that time. It's well worth it. So I hope that you guys love this demo, and stay tuned to the end, and I will have my before and after pictures for you, okay? And a special discount code for you on the Myolift Mini.
All right, guys, how did you like that demo? I was thinking after I recorded it and edited it, I could have sped up some areas to make it a little bit faster, but then I thought, you know, I was putting myself in there with you guys. If I pick up this device, I want something that I can follow along with. As you can see, it is a little bit tricky to use on certain areas of the face. And if you have something to where you can follow along, it'll help you when you take this device home. I know that those really nice, thorough demo videos for devices really help me a lot, and I like to follow along with the video I'm watching, right? So I was putting myself in your position with that. So I hope you don't mind the long demo. So why do I love the Myolift Mini, guys? This is the first microcurrent device that I've used on myself that I've actually seen results with my fine lines and wrinkles. It has greatly softened my fine lines and wrinkles around my mouth. I would say it's a 50% improvement, guys. And they're staying, okay? It's not going away like within a day or two if I'm not using the device. It's staying. I haven't used this since this last Monday, and my results are staying. I still have a lift in my eye area. You can really see define my cheekbones and my jawline. And well, of course you guys couldn't see my lines before, but my lines are still soft, guys. With other devices I've used in the past, the next day, or if you don't use it for a week, my results go back to, or not my results, my skin goes back to the way it was before. So this has been really working for me. I'm over the moon happy with it. It's my favorite microcurrent device, guys. It's non-invasive. You do not feel the current in this like you do in some devices. My girlfriend is really sensitive to microcurrent, like in the Zip and in the new face. I've treated her with the Myolift Mini and she can't feel it. She loves it. Her skin looks amazing, guys. I did post some results with her on Instagram when I did her treatment, but we still have to do a couple more treatments on her. So she has forehead wrinkles that she's worried about. I did 2 treatments with this on her and it really softened them and she really loved it. I think she's gonna pick up a Myolift Mini to use at home. We'll see. But yes, I see improved skin tone. My skin looks nice and bright with this. It's calm. After you're done with the treatment, like there's no redness left behind. I know when I've used other devices in the past, my skin looks really red and blotchy after. Not with the Myolift Mini, guys. Amazing device. It's like I said, it helps with fine lines and wrinkles. It'll give you a nice lift to your skin. It's re-educating your muscles. So it's re-educating them correctly, guys. Beautiful device. I'm actually going to post my pictures up here so you guys could see. I'm going to put the dates from when I very first started, which was June 26th, and then it's going to be this last Monday so you could see my results. And just remember, I've only been using this device for 6 weeks, guys, 1.5 months, okay? And this is my results so far. I'm over the moon happy with it, and I can't wait to see what the next 6 weeks bring. And I'm going to be doing, or what the next 6 weeks brings. And I'm going to be doing some check-ins with you. And if you guys saw my video from last week, I'm going to be starting a new series, which is going to be called Aging Gracefully. And I'm going to show you some things where you can get the most benefits from your microcurrent device. So if you're not getting the lift that you would like, it's possibly that you might have some really tight facial muscles. I'm going to show you how to work on those and get all the benefits of your microcurrent device along with other fun things. And that's going to help you age gracefully, non-invasively. All right, guys. So 7eWellness was really kind and they did give me a discount code for you. Now it's 5% off the Myolift Mini. You can get your Conductive Gel, your Replenish Mist, and also the accessories it is good for. I'm going to leave it down below in the description box. And if you have any questions about the Myolift Mini, you can leave me a comment. I'm gonna try to answer your comments in a timely manner. I'm not gonna answer them once a month, like I said. A couple weeks ago, my schedule is freed up, so I have more time, so I will get to them as soon as possible. You can email me, or you can also send me a DM on Instagram. All that information is going to be listed below, guys. I hope you liked this video, and I hope that you guys are interested in the Myolift Mini. Like I said, I'm in love with it. It's my favorite microcurrent device. Love, love, love. All right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you in the next one. Love you. Mahalo.